Chazak u'baruch boker tov. The time that is between Shki'ah, sunset, to Tzet HaKochavim, when the stars come out, is called Bein Hashmashot, Twilight. It's the time that we have a safek, as we say it every Friday night in Kabbalat Shabbat, in the chapter of Vayom Madlikim, Safek Chashecha, Safek Eina Chashecha. This time we have a safek, we have a doubt whether it's dark, whether it's night already, meaning the next day, or it's still part of this day. So what we do in this time? We are in Friday, after Shkia, we have a safek. The Gemara brings three safeks. Could be that this time is like 13.5 seasonal minutes. It could be that it's part of the previous day, meaning it's still Friday, you can do whatever you want. Or it's part of the next day, already the beginning of the next day of Shabbat, meaning you need to keep this time. Or it could be a time for itself, not day and not night. Since we have a safek, what we do? So it depends what the safek is. If the safek is something that is related to the Torah, then we must go strict. But if safek is like brachot or anything that is the Rabbanan, sourced by our sages, then we can go lenient. So here we speak about Shabbat. And Friday night, in this time, in Twilight, Bein Hashmashot, between Shki'ah to Tzet HaKochavim, we have a safek if it's Shabbat or not. Shabbat is the Oraita. All of the halachot of Shabbat is sourced in the Torah. That's why this time, we go strict in this time, and we consider this time as night. Why? Because if it's really a night, then it's Shabbat. If it's not, so we have a safek whether it's not, if it is or not. So safek deoraita lechumra, and that's why he said in the Mishnah, safek chashecha, safek eina chashecha, en me'asrim et havadai, ven matbelim et hakelim, and madlikim et hanerot. We not do anything that is deoraita, like lighting the candles. If a woman forgot to light the candles in the early Shkia, even though it's not dark yet, it's not the Tzet HaKochavim, but still, since it's safek, we cannot light the candles, we cannot do any melacha which is deoraita in this time. Even if I didn't accept the Shabbat yet. Once it's Shkia, it's Shabbat for us. Same thing we do in the end of Shabbat. End of Shabbat, also we have Safek Chashecha, Safek Eina Chashecha. Before Motzei Shabbat, Shkia of Shabbat, sunset of Shabbat, is again we have this time which is Safek, we have a doubt, it's questionable time whether it's night or not night. So since it's the Oraita, we go strict. So on Friday we consider this time as night. But on Shabbat, the next day, we consider this time as part of Shabbat, as part of the day. And why? Because of what you say, that we have a safek, so we go strict both ways. Now, the question is what we do for stuff that is not the Oraita. So for that stuff that is not the Oraita, there is some way of leniencies. For example, if a woman forgot to separate the dough, do Hafrashat Chala. She baked on Friday, but she forgot to do Hafrashat Chala. We cannot eat without Hafrashat Chala. So in this case, in Eretz Israel, if she forgot to do Hafrashat Chala, since Hafrashat Chala in our time is the Rabbanan, it's not the Oraita, because majority of Am Israel is not in Eretz Israel, so she is able to do Hafrashat Chala even in this time between Shkia to Tzet HaKochavim. Here in America, since Hafrashat Chala is even less than the obligation in Israel, so in this time, she don't even need to do Hafrashat Chala, because here, if someone forgot to do Hafrashat Chala, you can just leave something in the side, and Motzei Shabbat do Hafrashat Chala from it. So let's say there is 10 chalot, we're going to eat like 5, 6, 7 chalot, we're going to leave some in the side. And then Motzei Shabbat, we just need to remember to take a piece from one of the chalot that is left, and say it's going to be Hafrashat Chala. To do it after. But in Eretz Israel, we cannot eat it before Hafrashat Chala, so we can do it in this time of between Shkia, Tzet HaKochavim, because it's a questionable time, and when it's something the Rabbanan, there is a place of leniency. Baruch Adonai Olam, Amen.